So for me growing up, I never really had a father figure or someone to look up to. My biological father left at the age of 2, and my stepfather was a severe alcoholic. So I was a young man without direction, and I followed the crowd. In high school, I partied with friends, did drugs, and by the age of 20, I had a DWI. At one point, I even began selling drugs thinking it was the only way to help support my family. After a failed relationship, I wanted a change in my life, and I decided to come to Lakewood Church. That day, I felt God's love, and I gave my life to Jesus. So I began to serve here at Lakewood. I started to see God work in my life, and things were going great, but one day I received a phone call that my stepfather was in the hospital, bleeding eternally. Doctor said he wouldn't survive, but I refused to say goodbye. I prayed with my family that God would allow him to become the father he never was, and in 3 days, he walked out of that hospital. To God be the glory. Later, I asked my stepfather for forgiveness because I hated the fact that he wasn't there in the times I needed him, and our relationship has been restored. Together, we attend a discipleship program called Maximize Manhood, and he has now been sober for 3 years. A year ago, my stepfather married my mom, and it's funny because I started to follow his footsteps, and I recently married a beautiful woman I met here at Lakewood. I'm very proud of the man he has become, and I love my dad.
I love you too. I'm proud of you.
So if God can do that for us, he can do that for you.